Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of House of the Dragon. This is Season 2, Episode 7. It is called The Red Sowing. What happened last time? Last time we tried to ride a dragon via the Kingsguard, and it didn't work so well. But then Sea Smoke was just like, I'm going to choose someone else. I'm going to choose, was Addam? The next closest guy to Laenor that he could find. And he took him, and in the middle of Rhaenyra and the White Worm smooching, she has to go and confront him. And so I'm pretty excited to see what happens next. Before we jump into this episode, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. Then if you want to see the full-length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into another episode of House of the Dragon. Okay, confrontation starting right away.
You stand before the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms with a dragon of House Targaryen. What do you want?
No, a good
to
meal.
learn the ways of dragon riders and to serve my queen.
Hey, a win's a win, baby. Let's take it. Sea Smoke says I told him about what we wanted to do. I told him the plan, Mom.
And if the gods call me to greater things, who am I to refuse them?
Facts. We take these wins, baby.
What is your parentage?
My mother was a shipwright. My father is no one of consequence.
A secret.
What is your name?
Addam of Hull.
He's a bastard, yep.
You have done something I feared impossible. I am glad of it.
Sea Smoke says, this my man's. This is my dog right here.
Do you think you can get him to Dragonstone?
I can try.
We're gonna have to enroll you in some ancient Valyrian language classes real quick.
I wish to go out, Sir Ricard.
Out.
It's a bold move after what
King's Way, I
happened.
think.
Then I'll have the stewards prepare a retinue.
No retinue.
Then your handmaidens.
No handmaidens.
Just you.
Just you.
He's like, this is not good.
Rumor of the sighting of the dragon Sea Smoke. With the rider.
Who is this rider?
That is less clear.
Where did you hear it?
My squire. He heard it from a stable hand, who heard it from his father, a fisherman, whose shipmate claims he saw it.
Okay, so not super reliable. Still factual, but not super reliable.
You are, of course, welcome to bring this news to the Prince Regent, but perhaps this is one of those whispers best left to the wind.
I mean, I would typically agree with him if I didn't know it was correct. Jace, are you gonna be shitty about this?
Has the thief been secured?
Her Grace has commanded that he remain here as a guest. She wishes him to be instructed in the art of dragon riding, and that I should teach him some high Valyrian.
Hell yeah.
What say you, Lord Hand?
We will await the Queen's accounting.
The Queen, she made some judgments and you're gonna follow them.
Sea Smoke chose him.
He surely has Targaryen blood in him somewhere. The dragon must sense it.
In the highborn houses there is
an ancient fealty. There is honor.
No one cares.
Your royal half-brothers, Aegon and Aemond, whose blood is pure, who wage war against you for your throne. Are they bound by honor?
Also, you have 2 children that you know for a fact are not born of full Valyrian blood. Jace is basically a
20
bastard.
years the lords of this realm levied
You just elevated him.
insults at my sons behind my back. Well then,
Let the
let
insults
us
come.
raise an army of bastards.
Hell yeah.
My lord. My lord.
Papa.
How you have come up in the world. Well done.
That's all you have to say is well done? I mean, it's better than nothing, but come on now.
You were quick enough to dismiss me before.
You're of no significance to me then.
You are
Now.
significance now.
You have a decision to make. I presume it is clear to you which is the right one.
It does seem to me that you've made rather a mess here, countenancing barbarities in the Queen's name.
Whose side are you on?
Make a choice, brother. I'll cut your head off.
Then we shall go to face your vassals, and you will call your banners to war.
That might be difficult, my king.
Por qué? They hate you.
They'll hate you.
I wrote this show.
In the deepest darkness comes the dawn. A new lord, a new beginning. Let us put all the old unpleasantness behind us.
I know I'm not the man my grandsire was, but I hope to begin well and go on from there.
Well said.
Yeah. Totally.
You have been summoned here to swear anew your fealty to him, and as his bannermen, answer his call.
And what would that call be?
In his wisdom, he has pledged his house and yours to me.
Facts.
Why should we now follow a boy younger than my own sons, when you will align with one who will desecrate the innocent to reach his aims?
I did only what was necessary, my lord.
Necessary?
I take to heart your words, Lord Piper. And I agree, I am young.
But he's built different.
And I have no love for Daemon Targaryen. He has dishonored himself and the crown with his comportment here. Nevertheless, I see no reason to cast aside loyalty. No matter how loathsome I may find her representative, the prince.
King, mind your tongue, boy.
Oscars? He's got a little sassiness to him. This is how he wins them over, is by standing up to Daemon.
Will you have our army or not?
I am, in the end, a riverman. And the word of my
Says if
house
you want my
stands,
army, you're gonna let me
even if
disrespect you.
certain people are unworthy of it.
Lord Oscar, we honor the old ways, as Prince Daemon says. And the old ways call for justice to be done.
Justice has been done. They who bent the knee to the usurper have been brought to heel.
That is technically justice.
I accept you as my vassal, Willem Blackwood.
Kill him just in case.
But I am Lord Paramount of all river houses. And there is only one answer for the crimes you visited upon your neighbors.
Death.
But you did not have to pursue such savagery.
That is true.
You did it because you wanted to. Seize him.
Can't fucking do this. Your Grace, command them. I've only served you.
Amen.
Command them. If His Grace wishes to show contrition for his acts, and to prove himself deserving of our banners, he must now rectify his grievous error, denounce your crimes, and dispense justice.
Oh dear. Oh, Daemon. You got yourself in a bit of a pickle, my friend. You're gonna have to kill this guy. Even though you low-key directed him to do this.
No, no, no!
Damn. The sound design on that scene was real nice. Is that a real goat or a fake one? Is this in your brain? Well, I mean, it's all in your brain. But are you hallucinating this? Howdy ho, neighbor. Sounds like the king's breathing. Is that Patty? It is Patty. I recognize that labored breathing anywhere.
I never wanted it. I was right not to.
It's a heavy burden.
All
you gotta make difficult decisions.
Crushes whoever wears it. You always wanted it, Daemon. Do you want it still?
He does, but also he might be realizing he effed up.
I can't.
Hey, physical therapy, let's go.
I can't.
You must work harder.
The Queen has found a new rider for one of her dragons.
I've heard tell of it.
It's your brother.
The rider is your brother. She now makes the call for others. Our people are of old Valyria, but we are no dragon lords.
You weren't, but that doesn't mean you can't be. Do you want to try?
My brother was ever restless, yearning for some sign of his worth. I am of Sultan's Sea. I yearn for nothing else.
If you say so.
These people are courageous. Mongrels.
Jace.
Jace.
House Targaryen is the blood of the dragon. If any may lay claim to it, what are we then?
The rightful rulers of the Seven Kingdoms.
Doesn't dismiss your claim at all.
Jace,
Quit
with
being a
these
whiny
riders,
little bitch,
we can
Jace.
end a needless war. I may take my rightful place on my father's throne.
And when you die?
Then you will take her place.
You are my heir.
Did you think I would have dark hair?
We want to get into this now. Okay, let's do it.
When you took Harwin Strong into your bed, did you think I might favor him, or did it not cross your mind?
Jacaerys.
I'm no fool, Mother. The proof is here for all to see. Yet I may argue my legitimacy to succeed you because I have a dragon. And now you say you'll strip that from me too.
Brother, you need to calm down. You don't have legitimacy because you have a dragon. You have legitimacy because she gave it to you. Jace is being a whiny little punk.
From the Queen.
Get to work. Any silver-haired people, you have been summoned.
Word is, Rhaenyra's recruiting small folk to go to Dragonstone.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, they won't take you anyway.
They would take you, though.
For Targaryen bastards. Boats leave tonight. Hour of the bat.
I can't be sure it's all true.
He has doubts.
Yes, there he is! There he is! Yes!
He's a little scared.
Time for Ulf the Dragon Lord! Ulf the Dragon Lord! Ulf the Dragon Lord! Ulf the Dragon Lord!
I'd be a little annoyed if my boys were hyping me up. I'd be like, bro, I don't know. You're gonna get me in trouble.
I don't want you to go.
I have to, Kat. I tried to make my way with my own hands. I could not protect you. I could not keep our girl alive.
Why are you mad about this? Come on.
We would never want again if I claimed a dragon. They'd make you a lady.
Or you would die.
I have to do something.
It's a lot of them. I'm surprised the crown didn't find out about this. What you doing out here? Girl, what you doing out here? Are we gonna stay in this lake? Sea monster. Nessie gonna eat ya.
Daldrizot andaligita. Vetetiri rudax. Sirtoli jikilu.
Yeah, dude.
Volaro tintriti sitnin kiapot mentani sosi daor. Il voletir vaquejot rakilos daor.
Well, see ya then.
I used to think I knew what it was to claim a dragon. But I understand now that what I thought I knew is ash in the wind.
Chill, dude.
Each of you has left behind a life to answer this call. If you survive, you will be transformed. No man or woman can face a dragon and be otherwise. Starvation, war. This is our purpose. To end those hardships.
That guy's not winning. Might as well skip over that guy.
With these 2 dragons added to our number,
Only 2?
the enemy will have no choice but to give way. The dragon, named Vermithor, is the largest in the world after Vhagar, and perhaps the most fierce.
Who will step up and claim him? Do you have to sing the song?
Naijot Maziz Vermitos.
He can hear you? He's got that good at ears? I think you have to sing the song. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. That is scary. You could get chomped so easy. That's so clean. Look at that.
Who among you would be first?
Makes sense that he would be the most willing. Yeah, dude, you're getting chomped on. Sorry. Sniffing you guys out. Brother. See you later.
Your Grace, we must away.
No.
Bruh. Damn, Vermithor. Just a quick little hot flash for you. That one's Ulf. Don't set your hair on fire. Ulf is just dipping. Vermithor just chomping people. He does not fear death.
Come on!
Hugh Hammer's got that dog in him. Oh, and you see her just walking up. Let's go, dude. Dang. Adding Vermithor to the group? That's goated. Brother, you're walking through dragon shit. Do you not recognize a sleeping dragon when you see one, brother? That's dragon poo. Or is that an egg? That might be an egg. I think you almost stepped on a dragon egg. Which dragon is that one? He's like, excuse me? I would, take a nap. Dragon!
When he does, the High Tower host will be unstoppable.
Which dragon is that one? Is that Ulf? Is that Silverwing, maybe? Brother, you ain't even strap yourself in? Is he pulling up to Dragonstone?
There you go. No.
Came a little too close to Dragonstone. Look at them boys. 3 more dragons added to the roster. What a bad bitch. Oh man. Holy cannoli. Operation successful. Okay, so Rhaenyra has a little mini army of dragons now, which is pretty solid. The different ways of claiming a dragon were on full display in this episode for sure. I mean, so we pick up right away with Rhaenyra confronting Addam, and she's like, hey, what the hell? Like, what's going on? Do I have to kill this dude? And he's like, nah fam, I didn't choose this. Like, this dragon hunted me down and made me sit on it. Like, this was not my choice. I'm sorry, but I will serve you. And she's a little surprised. She's like, wait, what? Like, the thing that I've been wanting, like the thing that I thought I failed at, you're just like willingly gonna do that for me? Prime. Like, let's go. Like, let's do it. And she realizes, like, her and Jace were right, like, about the fact that, like, it doesn't need to be, like, full-blooded, like, part of the Targaryen household Targaryens. Like, they just gotta have some of the blood in them. And whether or not that meant, like true Targaryen blood way back, or, you know, more recent bastard blood, like, they gotta have the blood. And it leads her to be like, all right, we're going to assemble like 50 of you bastards, and we're just going to send it. We're going to throw some spaghetti at the fridge and see which noodles stick. Right? Like, it's going to work. Trust. Jace, obviously, he's not thrilled about that, right? You know, he was fine when it was, you know, highborn individuals that they were potentially going to test out, because, you know, that doesn't take anything away from him, in his opinion. But once they're bringing all these bastards in, Jace is like, okay, so everyone knows that I'm a bastard. Like, every single person in the kingdom has been throwing shots at me for 15 years about whether or not I'm a bastard. And, you know, the only thing that has really gotten rid of those questions and opinions is the fact that I have a dragon, right? If he if he claims a dragon, he can be like, I'm a Targaryen. Like, I'm not a bastard. I'm a Targaryen. And that, in his worldview, legitimizes, you know, who he is. And Rhaenyra bringing all these bastards in to claim dragons, like, if one of them succeeds, in Jace's mind, that kind of wipes away everything that gives him legitimacy in his opinion, right? Like, if he's like, hey, if a bastard can do it, like, people are gonna start questioning, like, am I a Targaryen again? Like, it's gonna come full front back in his face. And it's an interesting thing, because, you know, bastards are legitimized all the time. Like, in Game of Thrones, Stannis offers to legitimize Jon Snow as, like, a true Stark. And I feel like other bastards are lifted up all the time. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. So I think Jace was kind of being just a little whiny about it. Like, just because you didn't get exactly what you wanted doesn't mean it's not a good thing. But yeah, they test it out. They test it out for sure. They get like 20 of them bitches in there, and they're like, all right, everybody stand in front of this giant dragon and just like see what happens. And Vermithor is an angry, spiky boy. Like, he's got teeth jutting everywhere. Like, he's a scary guy. And he is like, you know what? I'm a little hungry right now. I'm gonna cook most of these people and just eat them. I think like a couple people escape, and then it's just Hugh Hammer and Ulf. Hugh Hammer and Ulf are the only two that really make it out of that little scrum. Hugh Hammer straight up is like, come and take me. Like, he's screaming in Vermithor's face. Might be the only way that you can successfully claim Vermithor, is just to, you know, scream in defiance at him, show him you're not afraid of him, and he might accept you, and he does. He accepts Hugh Hammer, Dragon Rider in full, and then we see the complete other end of the spectrum with Ulf, who almost steps on a dragon egg, right? Like, this dude, he steps right on there, almost destroys that egg, and then collapses through the puddles and mud and poop, and is like just praying that Silverwing kills him quick. And Silverwing is like, you know what? Alright, come on. Like, join. It's fine. And it's surprising. Like, super surprising. Just honestly baffling. And then he takes Silverwing for a bit of a joyride. And they go over the King's Landing, and Aemond is like, I'm gonna go kill that dragon. Like, I'm gonna hunt that dragon down and kill him. Chases him all the way back to Dragonstone. And then as soon as he sees Rhaenyra and those 3 dragons, he's like, oh, never mind. Like, that is not good. And based on the trailer for next episode, he's probably gonna try and get Helaena to fight, even though she's not a fighter. Like, she has a dragon, but she's not a fighter. Come on, don't have Helaena go to war. Like, that's not good. Like, there's gonna be a big battle next episode, I'm pretty sure. And we're probably gonna see more people we like die, which is a bummer. But yeah, Rhaenyra added 3 dragons to the roster in this episode with Seasmoke, Silverwing, and Vermithor. Like, she's locked and loaded at this point. Granted, they are untrained dragon riders. They don't know any High Valyrian. I don't know if they need to know High Valyrian. Like, Aegon was able to communicate with Sunfire using, like, the common tongue. You know, Hugh Hammer was screaming in the common tongue at Vermithor. Like, they seem to understand. So I don't think necessarily that even High Valyrian is necessary to, like, communicate with these dragons. I mean, they might understand it, but maybe they can just, like, read your mind and stuff. I don't know. What else happened? Daemon, I think, officially has the Riverlands in tow under his command. It took a bit of convincing to get him, right? He brought in this little Oscar kid, and Oscar's got a little bit of an attitude. He's like, you dismissed me before. Like, what makes you think I'm worthy now? And he's like, well, your grandfather's dead. That's why. It's just, he brings him in, and this kid's just like a sassy little kid. Like, he's putting emphasis on king consort and prince, and the rest of the houses are like, why should we follow you, little boy? And he's like, you should follow me because I'm standing up to this dragon rider right here. Like, this man has a dragon 40 feet away, and I'm calling him prince to his face. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it is what it is. I haven't earned this spot. It was given to me. I'm gonna send it and see what happens. And he's got like supreme confidence in himself, just a sassy little kid. And he's like, you know what, Daemon, like this man did these things under your directive. If you want to make things right, like, you gotta kill him. And Daemon does it. Daemon chops that dude's head off. A guy that we saw in season 1. When he killed one of the Brackens, he gets ended right here, and potentially brings the Riverlands into heel under his command. But now he's really having to reckon with the fact of, like, do I even want the throne? Like, he had to make some heavy decisions in this episode, and then he's confronted with a vision of his brother in full decrepit makeup, being like, the crown does this to anyone who wears it. Like, even if it doesn't appear visually on the rest of the rulers, inside it crushes them. And he's like, he asked Daemon, he's like, do you even want it? Like, I never wanted it. Do you want it? And I think Daemon is really having to ask himself, like, on the surface, this whole time he's had, I think he's had the way he's acted, and then he's had, like, one layer of feelings below that where he's, like, not so thinly veiled having a desire for the throne. But then I think even lower, I think he's realizing, nah, I actually don't want this. Like, I'm not built for this. And he might end up, giving deference to Rhaenyra when it's all said and done. After his brother is asking him, do you really want this? I think he might end up saying, no, I don't want this. She can have it. But that remains to be seen. I guess we'll find out. Alicent, she took a little trip into the woods and kind of, like, swam in a lake, contemplated ending it all. Who knows? Aegon, he really wants to end it all. He's crippled, going through occupational therapy. Dude's just really struggling, trying to walk again. And he hates his life. He hates his life for sure, but he's still alive. We'll see what happens with that going forward. I don't know. But yeah, lots of storylines still to dive into with the finale next week. Next week I might be in my room recording next week, or I might be in Ohio. Potentially, I might be recording next episode on my iPhone. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bring my camera to Ohio with me. For those unaware, I'm going to WaveCon, Blind Waves, like a little get together thing that they do every year. I'm not going like as like a guest or anything. I'm just like going as a fan just because I wanted to go. So if you're also going to WaveCon, we can say hi to each other there, but I'm not like I wasn't invited. I bought a ticket to go. So, but I might be recording next episode's reaction from there, unless I wait until I get back on Monday to record. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But yeah, it's the finale next week. Like, surprisingly. It's been 7 weeks of watching this show again, and then it'll be over for another like 2 years. That's kind of wild. That's wild to think about, that we're gonna be ending season 2 so quickly. But I'm excited to experience it. It's gonna be a grand old time. I think that's all I have to say about this episode, though. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel about everything. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full-length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.